you have a lot of choices in life,
Team deathmatch.
and you make choices every single day,
Destroy all enemies.
and each one has the opportunity to meld your reality. So what about the choice of who you surround yourself with, your choice in environment, who you listen to, the information you consume? Are the people you hang out right for you? And that's kind of what I want to delve in, kind of want to explore. I guess I want to start off with just, I feel like everyone's heard that quote, and if you have not, here it is. Show me 5 of your friends and I'll show you your future, or I'll tell you your future. That basically just means you're a product of your environment, right? Who your friends are doesn't really determine who you are, but it is a good indicator, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of cases, let's like have an example of, like, imagine if you had a bunch of friends who are kind of gangsters, right? And they like to steal, they like to rob people. Well, in that community, you're gonna feel like that's normal because everybody's talking about the same thing. Everyone's texting about it, everyone's calling about it, that's the gossip. After school, you guys are talking about it. It's just your community shapes your reality, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, like, look, I'm not saying that you're going to, you know, everyone's gonna follow the crowd and follow whatever the community is, but I think at least 80% of people who don't like to lead too much, I'm not saying sheep, but I'm just saying it is a general idea that a lot of communities have a general consensus together and kind of think together in a certain way if you are kind of that group mentality kind of thing. And I'm just saying about 70 to 80% of people are. Of course there are free thinkers, independent people, but we're not talking about that. But I'm just saying, you know, who you surround yourself with definitely shapes your reality. So you want to be definitely careful with that. And what does that mean? Like, a good person and a bad person. So what is a real friend? You know? So I want to delve into what makes a real friend, you know? So I guess we can start off with what's not a real friend. And, you know, I've been through the ringer. I've had friends who fell out too. But I guess I could talk about my own personal experiences. I knew sometimes I wouldn't feel like I belonged, really. I kind of felt like an outsider sometimes. Or one of the biggest things that I'd say is an indicator is you have to tone down how you speak. And not like, you know, like attitude or anything, just like, or I guess attitude, just everything, you know? Just toning yourself and your personality, your jokes. Just, you know, if you're about to say something, you hold yourself back, censoring yourself, basically. That is a telltale sign of you're just not in the right place or group. You know, you're not at the right table, you know what I mean? You're not at the round table that you want to be in. You're not at the Dark Souls round table. You know? Another telltale sign is they're not happy for you. You know, you tell them something like, oh, I'm doing this, you know, they'll try to put you down, or they'll say something, you know, shady, or they'll try to do a little jab, or they're just not happy for you. They have some kind of resentment. Talking behind your back as well, you know. I've had times where I've told something to somebody in confidence, and I heard it later, and I just realized, okay, I can't really trust this person anymore. Away from the negatives, of course, what about friends that I've made throughout my life that I trust? People who I consider the right people to surround myself with. And I'm very lucky, I'm very glad, because not everybody has the opportunity to, you know, meet some just like genuine souls who really care about them as people. And I think that's a really rare thing to find, and when you do find it, hold on to it. Because those are genuine people, you know? They don't want anything from you, it's not an exchange, it's not a business. They just want you for your own, I guess just presence, you know? Just for being you. Nothing to gain. Things that I felt, I can say anything, like harping back at not being able to say anything. I don't feel judged, I don't feel censored. There's no jealousy or resentment while I'm telling them, oh, I'm about to do something cool or something, you know. There's no feeling of judgment. I feel inspired versus drained. The friends I've made personally, I'm very lucky to have, and I only have a couple. Let's say 1 or 2 or 3, you know, maybe 2 at most, let's say that. And I don't think you're really supposed to have 20 really good friends, or just not in my experience at least. I think just having 1 or 2 good friends
Enemy spy plane above.
by your back, just living through life, just, you know, you can say anything to is the world. And it means the world, really. And this world is a cold place, you know, just having a few genuine friends that you know are there for you and don't want to take advantage of you, because as you get older, you just realize a lot of people just want things from you. There's not as many genuine relationships forming, but I don't want to be too negative because there are, but I'm just telling you, you know, it's good to make these relationships when you're younger. Not saying that older ones are bad, but in the end, I just want to leave you with that message, just to surround yourself with good people. And don't worry, you'll know who they are. You definitely will know who they are. You'll feel it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my commentary. This is going to be a new style of video I'm going to do. Primarily just video gameplay commentaries, harping back to the Modern Warfare 2 Black Ops 1 days that I grew up in, and I finally have the technology to create what I wanted to make all those years ago. Thanks.